Hey guys, Rev Tommy Two-Tone here. I'm going to tell the story of two pizzerias, two different places of employment, two different styles of employment, two different levels of satisfaction, two different levels of pay, and both these pizzerias are in the same town, less than a mile and a half from each other. Join me for an interesting story that is a saga still going on today. Now, I'm not going to mention the name of either one of these pizzerias. Like I said, I'm not going to mention the name of either one of the pizzerias. Let's just call one green and one black. So, in 2015, I decided that I wanted to do something a little extra besides being a part-time pastor, which I had done for a long time, but I was a little bored and I wanted a little part-time work, and I found out through a friend of mine that in 2015, I went to work for Green Pizzeria. That's not the name of it. I'm just telling you we'll get called one green, one black. And stayed there for 6 years. They needed a driver. I was kind of bored. I wanted something to do. And this is a pretty upscale town, a suburb of Birmingham. So they paid me a small salary, 7% commission on everything I took out the door pre-tax, plus all my tips. And it was pretty good. And the money was good. But the most interesting thing about this place is the way they were able to save money by cutting out losses. They did not make mistakes. We just did not make mistakes. And that's one of the cool things about the place is because of that, we were able to add a lot of toppings to pizzas when people ordered them. So it was interesting. At the Green place, when you ordered a pepperoni pizza, the entire pizza was covered in pepperoni. At the Black place, which is my current place of employment, and I'll get to why, when you order a double pepperoni pizza, it still doesn't have the same amount that you would have had at the Green place. But it's two different styles of pizza and two different styles of management. At Green, the style of management was very laid back, but the quality of employee was pretty high. And so they had very long-term employees. They had servers and some other people who had been there for 30 years. And it was easy for me to spend 6 years there and not realize how fast the time had gone. However, they decided to close the business down after 40 years. 40 years in business, they decided to close the business down. And that's what they did. So it left some of us looking for a job. And I decided to try Black, a pizzeria who needed drivers. Now I'm just going to be honest with you. I work at Black now. And I'm not so sure about it yet. The environment is not near as fun. The pay's better, way much better. Although, here's the problem I've run into. The tips are good. The tips are the same, about the same as they were when I was at Green. However, Black hasn't had a driver for about 3 months, so not too many people know that they're back to delivering. I'm the only driver they have. So although all the tips are mine, I'm just not delivering that much, and they're expecting me to do duties that they didn't tell me about when they hired me. Now, one of those is working a table, a cut table. I will say they're paying me more per hour. That is good. Working a cut table, cutting pizza. But here's the thing. They tell me, learn to work the cut table, answer the phone, and we'll give you raises. Just to be honest with you, I'm satisfied where I am. I'm only going to be there about 3 years, but that was my original plan when I got there. Maybe work about 3 years and retire. I do not want to work the cut table. I was doing it Friday night. Pizzas were coming flying out of the oven. I was cutting them and just doing my best and being not hollered at, but just step it up. Come on, you got to do this, got to do that. And they didn't really give me time to learn the whole system well. And one of the problems is at Green, they trained you very well how to do your job their way. At Black, not so much. They just throw you at it and you have to ask a lot of questions because nobody's willing to actually show you anything. And they may think they are, and they may think they do, but they pile it all in on one day and then expect you to just go from there. And that's a flaw in management. But they don't see that the manager's fairly young. I don't think he was kind of thrust into this position, so he's learned from experience. And he's also learned during COVID. That's one of the things that really changed the delivery industry. Tips got a lot better during COVID, I'll say. But so right now I'm working there. And Friday night I just told him, I said, look, I don't like this. I don't want to do it anymore. I think I'm done. And I was ready to walk out then. I was so frustrated with the way things were going. And they stopped me and said, look, what's the problem? I said, I do not want to work the cut table. I don't care about raises. I'm not here to impress anybody. I'm not here to get a promotion. I'm here to be a driver. And I'll do the duties of driving and whatever else there is involved besides the cut table. And secondly, I do not want to work on the telephone. I do not want to answer the phone. I do not want to deal with people. And they told me, okay, just come back in, come to work, and you don't have to do those two things. Now, last night, my shifts, we're closed Monday and Tuesday because of short staffing, so we open on Wednesday night. I don't work on Sunday night, work every night besides that, so Wednesday through Saturday. Went to work last night, was Wednesday night, and I did work the cut table a little bit, but it's only because we were short staffed and it was kind of slow. But I didn't want to, and I tell you, I did not answer the phone. I'm not going to answer the phone. So it's still up in the air whether or not I'm going to turn a 2-week notice in at the end of this week. I'm just, they don't really. There's some nice people there, but overall, it's just not. When you got an owner, a general manager, and then 2 other managers, it's too many big chiefs and too many people telling you different things. It's hard to keep up with. And I don't really want to. That's the thing. I went to work on this job because, A, I have responsibility in my real job. All I want to be is told what to do, but not by 4 people telling me 4 different things. So, Black, things have got to get better. Now, as far as the quality of the pizza, let's talk about that. I did say I'd touch on that. Green's pizza was good pizza. Now, let me tell you what it was. Everybody, both these places back there own dough, and some have fresh, and most of the ingredients are fresh. Green actually cooked their sausage and beef on the pizza, so it was very fresh. Black does not. They use pre-cooked beef and sausage, but that's okay. Green had a very sweet sauce. Now, I'm not a fan of that sweet sauce. I am a fan of the savory sauce of Black, but Green had a giant loyal following. After being in business in the same town 40 years, you develop one. However, they were very much in competition with Black, who has a very large and faithful following as well. And I feel like if we get the word out we're still delivering, Black may be a chance that I'll stay there because I'll be on the road delivering all the time instead of hanging out in the restaurant. I don't mind hanging out in the restaurant. I used to love it at Green. I used to love working, doing whatever they wanted me to do at Green because the management style. But I'm not going to put up with the crap and the name calling that I've heard before and some of the other ways that they treat people. They had a big walkout at Black. A big walkout a few months ago because of the way the owner was handling himself from what I understand. So, I won't put up with that. I just won't. I don't have to work there. And there's plenty of other jobs to be found as well. So we'll see what happens, and I'll keep you up to date on that. However, this is Rev Tommy Two-Tone We'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and hit that like button and comment down below, and I'll answer your comments. We'll talk about this a little bit. It's an interesting story as it continues. Today is Thursday, St. Patrick's Day. Erin Gabra. Happy St. Patty's Day. Ireland forever.